DOZHATOLDYA.COM.
Fresh is our time. Let's get it.
What's up, Fresh? It's our turn, baby.
If you know, you know. I'm telling you, if you know, you know. If you don't know, then I don't even know if you need to be in here. Man, get the hell out. No, respectfully. Yeah,
Please leave the room.
yeah. No. Get the hell out. Respectfully. You're not saying please leave the room. You're not saying please leave the room. All right, so a little unorthodox conversation, but we do have some special guests in the building, so I'll go ahead and intro us in. I'm Dame Dozha. This is the Dozha Told You podcast. I want to welcome my out-of-town guests. We got people from the Midwest. We got people from the dirty South. We got folks from the country South. I don't know what to call Texas, but it's the matter of fact, because you from the boot and Texas. So, yeah, we're about to have an interesting, diverse conversation about music, about wellness, and about just getting to the bag overall. If y'all, you know, we got the whole room is welcome to chime in, but I would like to start by introducing Myk Fresh from New Orleans? New Orleans and Dallas?
Yeah, so originally I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. After Hurricane Katrina, a couple years after Hurricane Katrina, I moved to Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay.
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Yeah, same.
Metroplex. Well, so I do like to claim both because that's why I started rapping in Dallas, Fort Worth. So, like, you know, people know me as Myk Fresh. They know my music. And Myk Fresh started in Texas. And all the rap accolades, it started in Texas. People in Texas knew my music before people in New Orleans knew my music. People in New Orleans just know that's Lil Mikey. The person behind the music, now that dude right there, yeah, he's straight up out the gutter. He's straight New Orleans.
Now, respectfully, there's a couple of Myk Fresh. Respectfully, I have one of my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? He also known as, but he was a DJ. He also rap. He also just in the streets. But I just wanted to say shout out to the many.
Where he from?
He from Tallahassee.
Shout out to Myk Fresh from Tallahassee.
Yeah.
I actually heard it was another Myk Fresh. He was from the Atlanta area.
Yeah.
He was working with Q.
Yeah. And I don't know. He used to rap and had some stuff going on. And there's a DJ Myk Fresh as well in the area. But that's neither here nor there.
I did my homework on all of them. I heard of all of them because that's my name. So I'm trying to see who else got similar names, who might get mixed up with me, who I might get mixed up with.
So even when they called your name out the other day at the HHF, oh, y'all ain't doing it here this time. All right, my bad.
HHF.
My bad. And that was a test. My bad. Y'all passed. I just had to give y'all a couple of tips.
We was waiting for what you had to say.
Yeah, right. I had to wake y'all up. My bad. And
we were listening.
We're still in intro mode.
Yeah.
But now, when they did announce your name, I'm like, well, damn. I'm looking around like, oh, Fresh ain't in here, and I'm like, it must be another Myk Fresh. And then you came out, and you like, all right, DJ run the music. DJ was kind of running with all kind of wacky music all night, but then he ended up playing a song that you, I guess, didn't mean to play or whatever.
Yeah, the first one.
That shit
was
was right.
When She Walked.
Yeah, that Bounce When She Walked. The new shit that you got, the Bounce When She Walked, that shit was hard. So I was like, okay, buddy, you know what I'm saying? This Myk Fresh got, he got something going on. And then they played your hit song.
Throw it in the circle.
And I was like, oh, okay. Now I'm a little old school, and plus I don't really, have to throw it in the circle. But, but I recognize the song. Of course, it's a phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? National, matter of fact, global phenomenon. And I actually would like to first and foremost, thank you for making a record like that, because these days, man, a lot of folks, a lot of the artists don't know how to have fun in their music. And I could tell the way your energy was when you was on stage at the HHF Awards, and personally, sharing your energy here in this room, I could tell you like to have fun.
do.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know, not to say you're not serious, but I could just tell that you like are used to being the life of the party, are used to making sure folks, you know what I'm saying, is having a good time, and if not, shit, all they got to do is pay attention to what you got going on, and
Right on.
and it should be happening. You
Right
know,
on, man. Look, I'm super serious. I'm so serious that I gotta be the life of the party because I deal with it a lot. I go through it a lot, so I understand like what I go through when I'm not around nobody else. When all the lights cut off, when I'm by myself.
right?
So when I get in a room with people, I like to use that as the opportunity to like get away from those thoughts and help those people that I'm around get away from those thoughts that they might have when all the lights go off. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So like just enjoy ourselves and be the life of the party. So sometimes when I'm not around, they could think like, man, I remember dude. Or every time they see me, hear my name, hear my music, it's like that brightness come into their body, like that light come in their body. Like, man, I like dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Almost make them smile. My name come up.
Matter of fact, pass the gas. But now, absolutely, bro, and it is serious, and like, we do go through shit. We do be going through shit, and music should be an escape. Sometimes,
Definitely.
sometimes it could be a introspective pain song, or a song that's about real life. We enjoy those, but we do need to escape and just let loose every now and then. And I think that both songs that I heard that you have makes me know that you know how to not only have fun yourself, but orchestrate a good time through music.
Definitely. It's enough for everything else out there already.
Right.
So I want to bring that.
And because I mean, Lord knows the type of shit that you seen being from Katrina and Dallas and Fort Worth is a lot of shit going on in
Absolutely.
the streets. Absolutely.
Definitely.
So, again, we ain't getting the shit twisted, but I'm just recognizing real. You know that you found your escape and your escape gave back 100-fold.
That's a fact.
So let's talk about making that record and your journey and music thus far. Like, so how did that record come about?
Circle.
Yeah.
So like I said, I moved to Texas after Katrina about 2008. 2010, man, I was in like high school and I was going to parties. I didn't like the Texas music at first. You had Young Nation, the road music. It was a lot of jigging and club music out, you know what I'm saying? I ain't like it. I was coming from New Orleans. We liked the lyrical music and like New York. We really was on New York music, like real heavy. So my first time getting a whiff of Texas music that I liked it was Zero. And have you heard of Zero?
Yeah.
So a lot of his music was depressing.
Yeah.
And so you gotta imagine me coming straight from Katrina, I was super depressed. So I was like gravitating to Zero.
Something, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like Rod Wave of today.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I understand what that is. So I start going to parties and everybody jigging and dancing and doing all these different dances. And I'm like, dang, these people having fun. But at first I ain't like it. So I met this dude, Lil Ronnie, man. And I met him in the club and I was like, bruh, I liked it how all the girls twerked to his music. When his music came on, all the girls twerked to it. When I used to see him outside, all the girls running up to him wanting to take pictures with him. So I admired that. So instead of hating on people's music, I admired that how he had the girls on him. So I'm like, man, let me get with you. What you doing? So he was teaching me like, hey, Myk Fresh, you can rap, but like, let's get into this club music lane. So he put me on a couple club songs and they start popping. So he started to show me like, man, this club lane is for you, because I was from New Orleans and they liked my voice and the bow bow and all of that. I was getting introduced to the club kind of through Lil Ronnie. Before Lil Ronnie, shout out to Walk Like Jordan, rest in peace. DJ Woods, rest in peace. That's a promoter and a DJ in Fort Worth. They was the first people to play my music in Fort Worth, Texas, and introduced me to people around that area. So like, once I got to Lil Ronnie, he was an actual rapper. We doing music together. We did that song together.
Damn.
So Lil Ronnie just started putting me on a lot of his club music because I really didn't like that music at first. But when he started putting me on his stuff and it started popping, I started growing a love for it. And people start loving me doing it. So I didn't even like when I was making it, but that's what I grew a fan base for. So people liked my voice. They like to hear me over those tough club beats. And it was like, dang, like people kind of put me in that, like, okay, man, this is what we want to hear from you. Turn us up in the club. We want you to turn us up. And it's like, dang, I'm not even no turn up dude, but y'all want me to turn y'all up? All right, I got y'all. And I fell in love with it.
Okay. Damn,
I'm so
it's a lot
inspired
going
right
on.
now. Like,
It's a lot going on. And we gonna get to you. We gonna get to you. VA.
No, that was just dope. Like listening, like I was like literally digesting everything because like I learned you. Like that was like you was that was a moment of transparency and vulnerability for you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I love it, and the fact that you did it, I'm like, I'm truly fucking inspired.
No, I appreciate it.
That's dope.
I appreciate it.
And so, how did it blow up?
So, I was in high school, so from my point of view, we had already had a few club songs already. Man, I told you he put me on a couple club songs. They was popping like in the streets. Like Ronnie was that dude. Every song he put out.
I really mean worldwide, because in Texas, I just want to elaborate my question, because in Texas, y'all have shit that blow up in Texas, and
nobody else will hear about it.
And we'll never know.
So that's kind of what I'm saying. At the time, we was bubbling like that, like Texas. So we were starting to hit other states and stuff. I was in high school finna graduate. I can remember in class, bro, when we first made that song, I used to let people in my class hear it. And then every day at school, I used to have to pass my phone around to every girl in the class. Let me hear that new song with Lil Ronnie you got. It wasn't out yet. Man, my whole class, every class I used to go to, everybody in the class, I used to have to pass my phone around because they wanted to hear Throw It in a Circle. So that's what, at first, before it came out, I kind of knew like it was special because my class was doing that. So then that year I graduated high school. It came out that summer. We put it out that summer because we gave it to a DJ in Oklahoma. When we went and did a show in Oklahoma, we gave it to him. We still ain't put it out yet. He started playing it in the clubs and in the parties. People start tweeting, Throw That Ass in a Circle. Throw That Ass in a Circle. They tweeting it because they heard it in them parties and they liked it.
Right.
So now me and Ronnie like, hey, bro, they starting to tweet our song. Let's put it out before somebody that's smart make that song. Because we like that. When we see like something popular or everybody saying the saying, oh, we finna go make the song.
Yeah.
So when we seen that, we like, come on, let's go put our song out. So when we put that song out, bro, it just splashed, bro, everywhere. And it hit the whole world as soon as we put it out because we was already doing a lot of bubbling in Texas.
So did y'all have to do TikToks yourself, like, to get it going?
So TikTok wasn't even out when that song came out. We talking about 2013. So Apple Music wasn't out. Streaming wasn't even out. This kind of like the end of the CD era for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I'm gonna tell you what had came out. Vine came out, Dub Smash came out, stuff like that. Like the Dub Smash, that's what kind of popped it off too, because I don't know if y'all remember the That's My Best Friend. She feeling go best friend, that's my best friend. So when that came out, when she did that, they was listening to Circle. So Circle's in the background of that. So when they did that, all the celebrities start doing it.
Yeah.
So Kim Kardashian and the Kylie Jenner and like Sierra and every celebrity start doing the That's My Best Friend challenge. So that was like the beginning of like the viral wave. And then after that, man, Beyonce, man, it was Made in America Festival in Philadelphia. And it was like it was broadcasted on TV. So Beyonce was doing a big concert, she was performing, and in the middle of her set, she just like, and she was doing Crazy in Love. Oh, no. And in the middle of her set, she just bust out, throw that ass in a circle. Throw that ass. It was a whole routine on stage.
Yeah, and I remember that.
It went crazy, and like my phone, like my mama called me, my Instagram was blowing up, Twitter was blowing up, everybody was just blowing me up. Like, bro, did you see Beyonce just do that? The sales went up, everything went up. Like,
and then boom.
That's 2016, so the song was out 3 years already. So I want to say like 13 we first put it out. I want to say like 14, 15 was like the Vine and Dub Smash era. 16 was the Beyonce thing. And now we 10 years later, bro, it's 2025, and now we do have a TikTok.
Right, because that's what I'm
like,
it's
all over TikTok.
Yeah.
Everybody throwing it in a circle on TikTok. And then that's where Bounce When She Walk come in at, because last year when we put that out, that just got super big. Like, that's probably going to be the first plaque. See, Circle don't have a plaque because it came out before streaming.
Okay.
Streaming came out, and then it started counting its sales.
Right.
But we missed a whole lot of sales in them years.
Yeah.
So now we finna go gold late. People thought that song been gold, but it was out so long that all the stuff ain't come.
Man, you got me. I'm just wild. Me and VA just both like, wow, like that's a hell of a story. Because
now people need to know this stuff.
It shows persistence. It shows, for one, it was already a hit for jump.
Absolutely.
Right, and you already a hit maker, and you know, you and Ronnie as a combination, like that's another right ingredient,
Yeah,
right?
shout
So
out
there's a
to my
whole bunch
boy.
of like right moves being made, but then a lot of folks forget about their music after a while, after they make some new songs and stuff like that. But a hit ain't gonna let you forget about it.
Never.
So you know the hit song gonna really kind of do a lot of the work on its own, but at the same time you gotta also like push it,
Push it.
keep pushing it. You know what I'm saying? And keep you're not necessarily leaning on it, but keep knowing what it is, right? So the many forms that your song went through before, I mean, it really still ain't give you the plaque. It's still amazing, like, and then it still paved the way for the plaque to be um, instantaneous. You know what I'm saying, with each other song that comes out.
Definitely.
So that's respect, bro. So yeah, you've been doing your thing around for a minute, and you currently we gonna come back to that because I want to stay on that tip. So Miss VA, you out here in these streets. Welcome back. You good?
Feels great to be back. I feel great.
Many of y'all already know what it is with Miss VA. She is pretty much family here at the Atlanta Art District, Break My Track Studios. The whole Dozha family. She did the Word on the Net podcast on the first season. You know, we was building. We currently have a record that I produced that, you know, she kind of brought me out of retirement on my production tip. It's called I Need a King.
I want a king.
I want a king. I be putting I Need a King too, and I just don't feel comfortable with that all the way, but it is what it is. But I like the song. Like, even if I, you know, don't necessarily say the lyrics too much, you know, in public, you made one. You made one, and I'm actually proud that you was kind of, I want to say the first song that I had on streaming that I produced. Most of the productions that I did were on CDs and mixtapes, the mixtape era and stuff like that. And when you brought me out of retirement and it was like, I'm gonna push the song, I'm gonna put the song, and who was the producer out in Nebraska? I want to shout him out.
Alfonso Icon 1.
Alfonso Icon 1.
Icon 1.
Oh, okay. I might be messing your name up, bro. I apologize. But Fonz, he came through and put his magic on it. And I respect and salute when he in Nebraska.
He's in Nebraska, but he's from Philly.
Okay. You got.
And he's actually trying to move down here.
Yeah. We
gonna working on that. So
connect those dots eventually.
Definitely.
But boom. So we got I Want a King out on all platforms right now. But Miss VA, you 2024, you really, I don't know if we met probably in 2023, but
we met in 2023.
But just watching your whole 2024, you had kids graduating, you was just moving around, like you get on the road with the whole family, you network, you rap, you write, and you just show up like in a lot of different ways. You also an entrepreneur. You have a salon that's popping. You show people how to better themselves and their appearance. You make people feel good. You're a queen. You great mother. You deal with your baby daddies, even though you know you have a certain type of relationship that you demand your respect from on that, and your transparency that I watched even on the internet with that made me think and rethink just the way that men should relate to women, especially when we have kids with them. So you know, you just have a whole thing going on with your life and living your life kind of on the internet, doing this rap thing that a lot of folks kind of may not agree with. They may say that you kind of have too much other stuff going on, or you got too much, or the timing might be past you, or you know there's other things that you could be doing. But this shit, hair and music have taken you to Paris, my nigga. You went to Paris last year on this shit. You know what I'm saying? You in New York, you in New York one set of months, you in Paris the other set of months. I'm saying? And of course, you from Omaha, Nebraska, and you rep that shit every time, I'm saying, with your name, Miss VA1, ONE. What it stand for again?
Omaha, Nebraska.
All day.
And that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
That one. So I see you. I think that we see you. And even the nomination with the HHF Awards was well deserved. Didn't necessarily take home the actual for the category that you probably could have took it home, but you know, you still the one that I seen the award, and you deserve that and more. So I just wanted to make sure I just lay the pave the road of gold for respect and admiration that you deserve. You know what I'm saying, Miss VA, all day. Yeah.
Thank you, Dane.
Don't get emotional either, Miss VA. Like, don't get emotional.
Okay,
Because
I
we
won't get
ain't
emotional.
trying to cry yet.
Okay,
Pass
spicy
the gas.
Pisces turn up.
Pass
Spicy
the gas.
Pisces turn up. Lord,
Pass the gas. But yeah, that was, yeah, you've been doing all of that.
Thank you. It's been a journey, you know, but like I wake up grateful every day. I embrace everything that I experience, and I'm grateful for the connections that I make along the way. You know, everything. I believe in divinity to the enemy, to the beginning of me and in between me. And just to be in this space, this was all divine. We didn't plan on this. I was like, hey, I called you today, right?
Right on.
You know what I mean? And here we are. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I was created with the gifts. I'm grateful for the downloads that I get, you know, the knowledge that I'm able to acquire with the different experiences that I have, the humbleness, the grace from myself, the people, and, you know, just the transparency to put it into my music to influence others and inspire others through what I do and what I've experienced.
Yeah, and so, man, got a current record out, and you just started putting out records like every day. You just had a birthday a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago now.
Yes, I turned 40.
Yeah, you had to remind everybody. It's all good.
40.
Say that shit with your chest out.
I turned motherfucking 40.
Yeah,
nigga.
man, goddamn, you still here.
40 niggas still here, still standing.
You still here at 40.
Don't look like it.
Yeah, standing next to your kids, and they like, Mama who? Mama what?
They be like, how we gonna split the bill? I'm like, yeah. They be like, Mom, where? Yeah, Mom right here.
So I'm gonna tell you about 40, right? You know what I'm saying? I got the gray hair in there, so, you know, ain't no shame in my game. I'm 44. I just made a post about this earlier today. I'm 44, single, no kids. I'm married to the music, and I'm married to my craft. And this is just what makes me happy. But not that I don't like kids, and not that I don't like women, but I don't like distractions. I don't like bullshit. I don't like what the black family is turned into, right in front of my very so I'm traumatized. But at 40, you find yourself in a lot of different ways. It be the worst of times and the best of times. It be the time that you feel a whole lot of pain, and then you have a whole lot of confidence because you just know your shit, and you feel like, you know what I'm saying, like what they said back in the day on Banging a Little Rock. I can't be faded. I can't even see faded. You know what I'm saying? That's how 40 feel. Like, it's like I'm better than these niggas, and they know, so they try to bring up shit like, oh, you got gray hair, and I be like, and your mama and your girl, you know what I'm saying, is turned on by this shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. But, you know, that's how you feel, like, at that age. But then sometimes you goddamn stand up, or you goddamn sneeze too hard, and shit hurt out of nowhere. You be like, what the fuck? You be like, God damn.
Hey, bro, give me some advice. I just turned 30.
That's how I'm over here. Telling you. At 30, right? For one, straight up, as a man, most men don't hit their financial prime, and white men at that, until they're in their 50s. You know what I'm saying? Late 40s and their 50s. So you already way ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying, young brother? Young brother. Nah, but anybody else got any?
Hey, look. Where I'm from, they don't even expect to live to see half of that.
But you know,
50.
Oh.
You said a man like he getting his financial status at 50. I'm saying where I'm from, they celebrate making it to 25 so much. Like
Right.
like
You
when we make it
know.
to 25, it's like, dang, bro, you
I'm
made
cool,
it. Like,
And I hate that, right?
So can I say something as a black woman? I see you as an amazing decision maker for the simple fact that you made the conscious decision not to breed or bring an offspring into a world or in a position where you have yet to choose. You know what I mean? A lot of us are bringing children into trauma and we're not healed ourselves.
Man, we
You know what I'm
like to
saying?
fuck though, man.
And
People
we like to fuck, but you know what? But you can
Like,
fuck
let's-
consciously though too.
Let's stop doing that.
But you know, but also though, we gotta stop operating like rabbits. You know what I mean? We got seriously though. We have to be responsible. And honestly, if you really want to tap into your higher self, you need to retreat from sex altogether. Because you cannot completely channel your Kundalini energy.
I'm with you, Queen. I'm also on monk status.
hey, look.
I'm about to levitate in this bitch
Did
in
I
a
say it
minute.
wrong?
Hey, but look, bro, look. Let me
ain't
say
never heard
this, because all the
Okay,
conversations,
then look it up.
all
Then
the,
look it up. So go ahead.
all the conversations we've been having kind of make me want to say like preference. Like everybody got different preferences, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I think children is a beautiful thing, and having children is a beautiful thing. My mama asked me when she gonna have a grandchild, and I told her I don't want to bring no child into this world. So I feel a certain way about that. But then even like my brother, like okay, one of my brothers just got killed. So my other brother like, dang, when you gonna give me a little niece and nephew? Like our brother just got killed, and we got his nephew. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got his kids, but when you gonna give us something? And I'm like, man, I ain't trying to bring nothing into this world. But then I respect the people that like to, that like to get booted, because, I like people that like to bring children into this world. I respect the woman that got all these kids or whatever, because these is the future. These is the people. These finna be the people taking care of us. This finna be the doctors and everybody that's taking care of us. You know what I'm saying? So I respect them. That's preference, though. I don't knock them for liking to do their thing and have kids, and I don't want them to knock me for saying I don't want to bring no children into this world.
So
Everybody different.
If I may say this, sir, if I may, and this isn't just to try to persuade you or anything like that. Yeah. This is just speaking to something. You're great, and I believe that you have a legacy that should live on. You know what I'm saying? And the only way that can happen is if you have a seed. Right, you know what I mean?
And I ain't against it. I'm just talking about at this moment.
I get you.
And when I say this world,
I respect that,
I'm
because
talking about this world right now.
I got you.
The world that I'm in right now.
I got
if
you.
I
But
bring
let me
a child
finish
in,
this
I'm
thought,
bringing
sir.
it into.
When you create the reality that you want for your baby, when you put yourself in position to where you know that you ain't got to worry, to where you can know that your woman, the queen that you choose to plant your seed in, can prosper and grow that seed in a healthy environment, breaking the chains that were set upon you to break.
I'm with that.
You know what I'm saying? So I get you.
I'm with that.
Hey,
okay. We with the shits.
Same time,
we with the shits.
At the same time, calm down.
I can't calm down.
I know.
Appreciate
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I'm getting beside my point. At the same time, there's no right or wrong way for one, and there's no escape from the problems, because you can have your shit together and wait and do whatever and still have problems. And sometimes I like to believe that kids are a blessing.
They are definitely a blessing.
They bring a blessing to your life. It's a void in my life. That's basically what I want.
However, the problems are those are supposed to spark creativity. Like if you think about it, like when COVID happened, like a lot of people, the entrepreneur was birthed in a lot of people. A lot of people were in a position to where they had to figure out. And if we don't have these moments of stress, if we don't have these opportunities to when we're put in an opposition to figure some shit out, then guess what? We're not gonna fucking grow. And then stagnation sets in. So guess what? You need a crack in your fucking universe, because everybody's business as usual. They're on their day-to-day. They're not paying attention. They're oblivious to what the fuck is really happening until there's a crack in their fucking universe to where they got to shift and change. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? However, if we tap into, reinventing ourselves every day, like every day we should be wanting to evolve. But guess what? A lot of us do the same shit, different fucking day.
But that is reinventing yourself. Having kids could be a way of reinventing yourself.
Children are, but at the same time, making a conscious decision to make it there. Not all of us are in a position to where we want to bring children into the world where they're traumatized. Like I have a lot of trauma to undo with my own children. My children have 3 different fathers. One of my kids' fathers is in jail for murder. All three of my kids' fathers were two of my kids' fathers and my brother were in jail at the same time. What the fuck happens in what world? Wherever that happens. And then two of them talk to me on the phone. You know what I'm saying? This is the shit that we're up against. No, I'm serious.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? I'm serious.
However,
However, I believe that this is my cross to carry. And I believe through music, through our experiences, when we have those shared experiences, we can touch people in so many different ways, especially when we speak our truth. We can make you feel good. We can make you cry. We can do all that shit. We can enlighten you, but we choose. But I feel like we should all use our path in a way to where it's going to help grow each other, and we should respect people where they at.
Ooh,
No, that's a fact.
you cooking on the way, God.
That's a fact.
You are a very passionate woman.
Nah, facts. And my mama was you know, so my daddy been in jail most of my life. I only seen him like 2-3 times. Like, I kind of went how many times I seen him. So, like, that's why I say when I see women with kids, I kind of be like, dang, my mama, that was my mama. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, now we done took the conversation to a whole place, like, and I love that. And because you were congratulating him on being responsible, like, basically, but just being mindful.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, life don't deal everybody them sets of cards, and like you said, it's a set of it does depend on preference. Sometimes preference could be brought up and used as an excuse to, and this is my opinion, but sometimes preference should be as what I want to see. Preference should be policed in a way, right?
By who?
And that's a good question, right?
I think by self. Because you're
should
your
be-
own
it
God.
should-
That's preference.
You're your own
that's your
God.
preference.
But
You know what I'm saying?
No, but sometimes preference can't be policed by self,
Why?
and it needs to be policed by society,
Why?
by law.
Nah.
No, because certain preference is it's a need for it. It's a, you
say
No,
what?
no,
You can't-
that's
Look,
because
listen,
that's
understand what I'm saying though. Just
Let me
understand.
hear
You
you
don't
out.
really have
Let me
to
hear you out.
because again, that's basically what politics get into, and I don't want to get too deep into it. I'm just basically making that statement that, you know, in America, right, you have the freedom of speech, freedom of religion, preference,
Mhm.
right,
Yes.
freedom of press, freedom of assembly. We have to remember that this is a country of different preferences. What they want to do at their home over there, you know, is what they want to do in their home, and what I want to do in my home. And I have a preference, and if some people have strong preferences, and they don't want to have or deal with other people's preference. Or when it comes to the conversation of even having like somebody else with a different preference in the room, it would make somebody the opposing preference or the person that is of non-conforming of how you want to live your life, it would make them behave differently
Yeah,
and
that's-
uncomfortable.
And that's the person that's trying to police people's preferences.
And
That
again-
don't understand that everybody should have their own preference.
Now you
Yes.
cooking. Now
Yes.
you cooking.
And here's
'Cause when you said preference, right? And you was like, yeah, out of respect, I don't want to bring kids in this trauma world, but shit, if y'all out there being rabbits, you know what I'm saying?
Keep doing it.
Then hey, I'm gonna make some music to make you, you know what I'm saying, to encourage you, to
Bow,
help
bow,
you out.
bow.
Throw
That
it
part.
bow, bow. You know what I'm saying? Walk, well said, bounce when she walk.
And this one made me want to say something about preference. Because at first they was talking about the conversation where she was talking about
Yeah.
when
As
they was
far
talking
as
about the manicures and pedicures, and she was talking about she don't want to lay in no bed with no man that's scratching her feet up. And like I understand that because that's her preference. You know what I'm saying? But then you got it's a woman out there that don't mind getting her feet scratched up. See, like a man that's rough around the edges. In the same way you look at that man with his feet scratched up, that's the same way she look at those men that like the pedicure. And ain't nothing wrong with nothing.
Either
And this
one.
will make the world go round. Like,
because
okay,
we all different.
yeah, and so these women, it's, you know, you said you don't like the ones who gonna scratch their feet up. So now these women who like that, it's more them men for them. And then, you know, the ones who like to cuddle, because I was finna say, all men don't even like to cuddle.
Yeah.
All men don't even be cuddling.
They don't even
be
know how to
laying in
fucking
the
do it
bed
right.
with women.
Right,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Some dudes be in the trap all night. They don't change their clothes for 3-4 days straight. They not worrying about laying with no woman.
And at the same time, not to alienate what VA's preference or what VA was speaking on, because it's okay to be comfortable getting pampered or taking care of yourself and having self-wellness. But that is something that's kind of a taboo topic in the black culture.
It is. Just like mental health. Just like people seeking therapy.
But just like
You know what I mean?
people's money. Just like money is
Like
a taboo.
money, the family planning. You know, having so when I retire, like I talk to my kids when I die, hey, don't you sell my damn house. I want you to don't even bury me, cremate me, take my life insurance policy and ball the fuck
preference.
out. You know what I'm saying?
That.
But we don't even want to have the conversations about actual preferences. The preferences.
But no, I'm saying when I say preference, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. I'm saying preference because like, but it's a lot of death in my family, around me, friends, and you got a lot of people that's like, man, send me out this way. And then you got a lot of people like, man, just go ahead and burn me up, bro. I got my brother ashes in a necklace, bro, outside right now. So that's what I'm saying. Some people don't even got the money to bury their people, so they have to cremate. But I'm just saying, some people, that's a preference. Like,
and then sometimes when it all happens, that preference goes out the door, and they be like, well, we want to have a funeral, or we want to have a funeral. And they do a little bit of both,
man.
Depending on how. Because I've been
and
through
families
that
get
thing.
to tripping when stuff like that happen. When it come down to that in the finances and what's finna happen and how it's finna happen, and don't nobody talk about how the family get to tweaking on each other every time we go through that.
Man, and so I don't want to kind of get too heavy on it, but I do want to. If you don't want to address the topic, I just want, without names, right? Because you did mention you lost somebody, and I've actually lost my brother. And it was his birthday the other day, and it get heavy in March. You know what I'm saying? So even you said advice, right? Advice is live to fight another day.
Yeah.
Recognize your own energy and trust in it. Because when your first mind tell you what to do, that's more than your first mind. And even when you get older, even with dealing with that, like you say, folks don't even really realize that they're gonna be alive till they 40 or 50. But still plan ahead, but live, as they say, like you only, you know what I'm saying, got one life. You know what I'm saying? However that shit go. I got so many cliches hit my mind. Yeah, I had too many cliches hit my mind, because I was thinking YOLO at the same time, and I was like, no, fuck YOLO. But again, it's YOLO, but you still, shit. You got a plan to be,
It's both.
Like
It's both.
I plan to be in around.
You can plan, but look, it's smart to have a plan, because I used to feel like that. I stopped doing all that. Like, you can plan. All you want to, ain't never gonna be ready for it. If you don't go and chase what you looking for, what you want out of life, you're not gonna get it. It ain't
You should have grabbed the mic with that one, boy.
It's right there. It ain't no. It ain't no.
Yeah.
I really believe in. Don't dream.
You say don't.
Stop dreaming. All them dreams is out the window. Put action to it. And if you don't got a plan, just trust in God. That's it.
But see, for dreams,
man, I'm in Atlanta, bro, on a whim. I'm on your podcast on a whim because I chose to chase this. I chose to be here.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Go do it.
That's a plan too. Because even that plan, the plan is that it ain't no plan.
It ain't no plan, but
that's the plan. That's the plan.
I feel like God gonna make it happen.
That's a plan.
If this what I'm supposed to be and this what I'm supposed to be doing, this what I'm gonna do.
That's a plan.
But I'm just saying, like at 30, plan for 40.
Facts.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey man, this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying, we don't. You never know that you're gonna be there. It's all God's, you know what I'm saying, will, as they say, but plan for that, because if you do, that's basically just saying set them goals, because you gon' when you set your mind to it, that shit possible like a motherfucker. And I wanna
a lot of
rebut
it's
your
easier said than done.
yeah.
It really is.
But that's an easy thing to say.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Yeah. And I planned this rapping, bro, and I didn't believe that it was gonna happen, but this the only thing that I planned that I didn't believe was gonna happen that happened.
Boom.
And it wasn't easy.
And it ain't easy. And everybody didn't believe.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody, but there was a lot of people that didn't believe.
Yeah, it was way harder done than said.
But I just want to rebut though that on dreaming, right? Because two things could be right at the same time, and it's a lot of that going on, like in the way we live, and by saying that, it's also just another way, and another version of preference. Like you said.
It all go back to that.
Right, it all go back to that. But two things could be right at the same time. I feel like dreaming is a good thing when you don't know, like when you've never experienced, when you sit in an ignorant place. Because some people, I think, forget how to dream. As kids, a lot of people in our culture, we grow up too fast, and we forget how to dream at 12. Yeah. And then when you forget how to dream, you don't see yourself living to 50. I'm saying you see yourself at maybe at that 25 rate.
Yeah.
And that's just my opinion.
That's a fact. And I think what he was really trying to say was that dream don't mean nothing without the work and the actions put to it.
Exactly.
I don't think he was just, because he did kind of say it. He said it a certain way, and it made you on the rebuttal, because I understand that. But no, dream, but don't just dream. Don't just dream. After you get done dreaming, wake up, get up.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah.
And
do something.
And do something.
Yeah.
And keep going.
Yeah, and then, it might not be the way it was in your dream, but you have to work towards that. You know what I'm saying?
And it's also a seed though too. Like you have to feed it, and you have to make sure that it's being fed the substance that it needs too, because dreams can die out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a plant. If a plant is not, you know what I'm saying?
Faith without works is dead. That's what they say.
Right.
So he's saying, don't just dream without the work. Don't have faith without the work. That's all he was saying. Right. I understood where he was coming from.
I just had to do it.
For sure.
But brother, look, where I'm at, like you say, some people don't make it to 25, right? Yeah. So it's a lot of young dudes that I know that got paper, dog. But they be like, we gonna do this in just a minute. We gonna do that in just a minute. Like, instead of sitting in the trap all day, go do that.
Yeah, they straight dreaming. Just dreams. Just talking all day long in the trap.
And not planning to be here.
But you know what, though? Here's the thing, though. Because we also not inspiring our own how to take those dreams and put them into fruition. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like when people are put in position, you know what I'm saying? They supposed to reach back to the ones that could be in the position and put them in the position. You know what I'm saying? And they do like the knowledge. But when you have the knowledge and when you have the guidance, it should be an obligation. It should be a civil duty that we do within ourselves to inspire the other, whether you a male, whether you a female, whatever it is. When you are healed, you need to help. You know what I'm saying? But people move on. You know what I'm saying? They move on. And even then, like, okay, no, I'll digress for a second.
Okay, look, I'm gonna say something about the plans too. Because like what he was saying, like, a lot of them plans don't really go as planned, right? And then I done seen so many people, man, they make good plans. They make great plans. They got good goals, they got good plans, they on paper, they know how to do all the right stuff. And that be order versus chaos. I know I'm chaotic and I see a lot of people, they be orderly. And like that's like the business side of music. People that know how to do paperwork and all that, know how to get their business straight, but don't have no business. Yeah. See, like I just jumped out here like without the plan. I just jumped out here going. And then you got people like, oh, you gotta get your paperwork right, or you gotta get this right. Yeah. And it came along. Right. But it's a lot of people that do a lot of planning and stuff and don't go the work. Don't execute. Man, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. With the plan without the execution. That's the bad thing. It's people out here with nothing but plans, bro. Like the best planners in the world. And then that's where everything stop at. I done talked on the phone with so many people. I done had so many meetings and ain't shook nobody's hand. until that one come through, man, and you know, hey, nice doing business with you. But that's, man, I'm talking about phone call after phone call after phone call, nothing but plans of what people want to do and don't never do it.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes with the same. It's in the same territory. Like you got to dream and do, you know, but like so.
And you also got to recognize what flex is real or what's not, because you know what I'm saying, like, because when you in this shit, you see so many different layers to it. You know what I'm saying? You see a whole lot, like you see, like those phone calls on Mazda. Hey, I want to do, but they, when it comes to popping they shit, they don't motherfucking pop they shit. All these plans, these bright ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, in today's climate, you can make a lot with a little, and you can make it look good when that shit really is shitty. And that's a whole nother conversation. I ain't gonna really I sometimes be saying that. I know I be doing that, but you know, that's just how that's what you have to be able to scope that shit out.
Yeah,
you got talkers, you got doers.
Yeah.
Sometimes the doers need a talker on his team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a position for everybody.
But you can't be a talker without a doer.
Yeah.
And you can't be a doer without a talker sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's not the same person. That goes into the preference. Okay, you a talker, you a doer, we're gonna put y'all together. You go in here and do, and you go in here and talk. You make the plans, you do it.
Yeah.
We don't need to do it making the plan.
But again, in our culture, man, sometimes we don't think like that. And we, again, as far as together.
But that's why we have to example it.
When we come together, what we want to do is we want to shoot dice and take your money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you example it and when you welcome people in, like this is how movements begin.
And we want to do everything by ourselves.
That's what I mean.
We want to be the talker and the doer. But you a talker, you not a doer. But you a doer, you not a talker. So what you need some help.
Damn,
you ain't both.
That's kind of what that kind of what Chameleon and Paul Wall was when they first get. Nah,
nah,
for
real. Nah, for sure.
I had to bring it back to Texas, but I'm from Duval, man.
That's for the culture.
But I'm hip hop. Know what I'm saying?
That's
just
culture.
hip hop.
Nah, I respect that.
But yeah, man. Yeah, we could do this all day, man. This is what I do.
Nah.
This is what I do. This is podcasting, and you know, we just like to bring up different topics, but also keep it on the topic of what y'all got going on, man. Like, so you got the new. Let's talk about the new music before y'all get up out of here that y'all about to release that you got out right now, and what's the plan for the rest of the year?
Yes, sir. Okay, you looked at me, so I'm gonna go first. So I got a new record out called "Good to Me" featuring Big X the Plug, and
Shout
like
out to that.
Church.
Dude, it's like one of the biggest artists in the game right now. So you know, I'm grateful to have bro on the song. But I done worked with all the big artists out of Texas. So you know that's just one of the things that always kind of happen. But
It's a notch on the belt.
just seeing him become so big is still inspiring. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. I got bounce music out. Got a feature with Vicky Lowe out, man. I'm working on a new album now because Big X is getting so big and it's so inspiring that I got this new record out with him that's going crazy. I got the bounce when she walk out that's going crazy. So now, because at first, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I'm 30 now. I was kind of stepping away from, like, being a rapper. Like, I was trying to get behind the scenes. Like, okay, let me help one of these younger artists that's coming up. Like, all right, I'm getting older. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Like, I got to do it for the love.
In the head, though. That's what I was saying.
And I do it for the love. But see, now I understand how, because now I've been doing it so long. See, at first I didn't know what to do, but I had to jump into the water and I had to get the stripes, man. I had to pay my dues. I had to learn. I had to go through stuff. And now, as a grown-up, I understand how to approach the game now. But see, now it's like it took so much, bro. Like, I had to go through so much to be where I'm at now. To where it's like, man, I'm at a beautiful place, and it don't stop right here. It go forward with plans.
Mm-hmm.
Like now I add in the plans. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand what to do. I understand what not to do.
Yeah.
I understand who to deal with. I understand who not to deal with.
Yeah.
Like at first I was just a kid
And
rapping,
you can pass that on to
other
somebody
people.
else.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
sir.
you
That's
still
willing
have
to listen.
Yeah.
Because
But
my
you still
my
gotta
way
get
ain't
active out
everybody's
here.
way. But like if you want to listen, I got the game for you, and then it might benefit you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's free.
You gotta
I
wanna.
ain't
You
trying
gotta
to
wanna.
charge
You
you,
gotta. You gotta
Just
wanna do.
listen.
You gotta wanna do.
I'm
what
charging
the
your
talker,
attention. I just pay attention.
You gotta wanna do what the talker telling you.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. And I want to touch on something that she said last night. She bumped into me at the club, and after I performed, and she was like, "Man, I know the music." She was like, "Man, you too accessible. I shouldn't have been able to just walk up on you and talk to you like this." And then boom, that's a preference thing. A lot of people love me because I'm humble, because I'm so accessible, because they could bounce out and see me in the hood at the store, and then see me on a video on the TikTok that they kids watching.
Right.
Like, man, I just seen him at the store. Like, that's kind of what made me big. But I understand what she talking about too. Like, you should look like a star. You should have security holding people back from you, or like I understand what she was talking about. But that's just more of a preference thing. That's not me. People, I built a fan base off people being able to walk up to me.
And then there's a meeting in the middle of that.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a time where you gonna need that.
Yeah. And when that time comes,
you gonna feel that.
Cause
right.
we wasn't.
But right now you like, I'm cool.
It was HHF.
Yeah.
It
We was all
HHF,
family. It was all
yeah.
family in the building.
But
but don't nobody understand them times where I gotta go do a show and can't nobody go.
Yeah. You out there by yourself.
I'm supposed to have a driver, but how I'm gonna get there if I ain't got one?
Yeah.
I'm the driver. You ain't supposed to be driving to your own show. Well, how I'm gonna get there?
I gotta get there.
Yeah.
So we gonna go.
I took these people money and they expect me to be there. How I'm gonna get there? Yeah, you're supposed to have an entourage with you, right? Well, my partner got kids and he can't make it. He gotta go to work. His baby mama gonna flash out if he on the road with Myk Fresh, going to his show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I understand that too. But the promoter only got so much money.
Yeah, it's bigger
Sometimes
than that.
the promoter be a woman that don't have much, who daughter be TikToking my music, and she willing to spend her last to get me to see her daughter.
Well,
And I gotta tell her to pay for my homeboys and security and all of that.
Yeah.
And her daughter 12.
Yeah.
And it's her birthday.
Yeah.
And she wanna see me. But a lot of times this be the situation.
Yeah.
A lot of times it ain't no promoters booking me. A lot of times all my money come from these people.
And it's also if you program your mind a certain way early, you will overlook or pass off some of those opportunities or blow off those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you'll treat them wrong because you are
But I
coming
think
in a little too.
And it ain't
reserved.
wrong. Business is business.
But it's
that's
all
a
about how you
preference
feel.
thing.
It's about how you feel, and you move divinely. You build. If
This
I
was
feel
my
like I
mama.
need to do this,
This is my
I'm gonna
mama.
do it.
She a single parent. She ain't supposed to be paying me no money. I really want to do this for free. But man, we gonna work it out.
Yeah.
We gonna make it make sense.
Yeah.
I really want. Come on, man. This lady, man. you
So
tripping.
the TikTok is getting things popping though.
Man, for sure. And it ain't just that situation. Like I said, with me, a lot of people that spend money with me are regular people. They're not the people with all the money that's spending all this money that ain't making their money back. The people that spending money with me, they spending their last, and they might make their money back because now I done showed up.
Or so they basically spending more so for the experience, and then it's not necessarily always a flip.
It's not, but with me, everybody that's booking me, it's that. And everybody that's booking these other people, it's a flip.
Yeah.
So it's different with me. Like,
So you bringing more of an experience, and that's why you are accessible, and you kind of like
exactly. This dude right here behind me, I met him. He booked me for a show in West Texas. I came to the show. When I came, he paid me to do a feature with his brother at the time, which was his artist. He paid me some extra money to do a song with somebody. We wound up not even doing the music. We didn't do the music. So now I just got some free money. Later on, I met him as a promoter, as a manager. Later on down the line, he started doing music because everybody else he was trying to invest into started playing. So he said, man, I'm just finna put the money to myself.
Yeah.
He started rapping himself. He started doing his thing. That comes to now where, like, now I got an entourage with me. Why? Because this dude is like it's different now. Like back in the day, I probably had 5 people that would have went if I paid for everybody.
Right.
Now I got 5, 6 people that's paying for themselves. That's
Because they believe in the vision. They
it's
believe they
experience
see
for
it. Yes. Yeah.
So even from him, he's saying like, man, I just left on the whim. This wasn't in the plans. This wasn't in the cards. This wasn't in.
Yeah.
Myk Fresh said he going to Atlanta. I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then look, I had an entourage with me, right? It wasn't none of them with me. They all in there doing their own thing. So when she bumped into me, I'm by myself. She like, where your entourage at? They ain't here. They know what's happening with me.
We know Red is a.
But I like that though because look, my whole career people been telling me that. Hey, you need to wear the big. You need to wear the big chains.
Double agents.
You need to do this. You need to do that. People been telling me what I need to do. I need to spend all that extra money for all this extra stuff. Why I gotta go pull up in Uber XL with security with all this stuff to go to this little girl birthday party for?
Black people, man. Black people make it hard sometimes, man. I ain't gonna lie, and I'm tired of it.
I understand where she coming from because she just said it's a midpoint.
I'm tired of I'm tired of like that. Even that whole that have to, and I just it's the culture, man.
But that look.
But you know what?
You
I
started
think
off saying police. The preference got to be police.
Yeah.
But what that is that's the preference police people coming to me saying, man, you need to. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people saying I need to show money, I need to have chains, I need to do this. That's people that like the dope boy rappers. These girls that listen to my music, they don't care about all that. They buying my music regardless.
Yeah.
But okay, you are projecting because you like those dudes and you want me to look like them. You like me too.
Yeah.
You like those dudes. You want me to look like them. I'm not them. Let the dope boys do that. They rapping about all this dope money they got, so they gotta show these chains and these whips. They gotta spend the extra money because they rapping about it. I didn't say I had no money. I said throw it in the circle.
Throw it in the circle.
I said bounce when she walk.
Bounce when she walk. Well, we having a good time.
That ain't got nothing to do with no money.
Yeah.
And that's all I was just trying to say.
Nah,
preference.
That's full circle, bro.
Hey, the name of this podcast is preference. The word of the day is preference.
The word of the day is preference. Man. But again,
preference.
Damn, that is different though, because I've been talking about that for a minute. Like again, the culture kind of will project. Don't project your preference on other folks. But if you have to police the preference, sometimes there is a time for it. But again, there's no need to project your preference.
Correct.
On other people.
Yeah. And see, bro, I'm like a baby hippie, bro. So I'm all the way against that. Like
that
I live in my own world, and look, the people I know, it's people out there that like I know the preference police out there. I know society is out there.
Yeah.
I know people say you should do this and you should do that is out there. So I like to stay up out their way.
Yeah.
So the thing is like when you want to hang with these people, you want to kick with these people, you want to go where these people is at, you can't get mad that they policing your preference.
Yeah.
But if you create your own world that they ain't gotta come to, and you ain't gotta be in theirs neither, ain't no preference police, bruh. Everybody love you for you, bruh.
And then you just pop out when you have to pop out.
Man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, when you come back to Atlanta, man?
Man, listen, anytime somebody that, especially if somebody that's HHF say come to Atlanta, I'm coming.
He'll be back in July.
Yeah, she said I'll be back in July, so I'll be back in July. I ain't gonna lie, when I performed at the HHF Awards, almost everybody in there, even in King of Diamonds, they was like, yeah, we're gonna bring you back. Everybody wanted to bring me somewhere, so, you know.
How can they, like what they gotta do to get in contact?
Pippa Ken.
Pippa Ken?
Yeah.
Hit up Pippa Ken.
Yeah.
And get this man in your podcast. Get this man on your movie, man.
Yeah.
Get this man on the feature.
Yeah.
And get this man on the stage.
And I ain't like these other rappers. I ain't gonna just pull up, take your money, and leave you. Like once we do that, I just told y'all this man booked me. He got a feature from me. Now he's sitting with me in Atlanta. He just met everybody I met last night. He's in the rooms with me last night just off that feature.
Yeah.
So I'm different. These other rappers don't do that. Once they do take your money and do your song, it's over with. With me, I help the artists. I let them come open up at my shows. That's kind of like I build relationships with these people. I be at people mama house eating fish when I come do features with artists. Like I help them. Like this is where I come. Like
let them know who you are, bro. You know, real quick. Let them know quick.
Kane, Lubbock, Texas.
Eddie Kane. You say Lubbock?
Lubbock.
That's how you say that?
West
Lubbock.
Texas.
Lubbock.
Yeah, West Texas.
Yeah, I know how to spell. I know the word. I've always said it wrong.
Yeah, we number 3 on the FBI right now.
Yeah, all right, bro. He wanna turn our podcast into no jumper, bro. This is not no jumper.
That's what I'll be saying about Omaha. Cause me like Omaha, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we know it's gangsters out
Nah,
there.
I know what's going
It's the
on.
mob out there in Omaha, Nebraska. We know what's going on. Oh my
You've been
God,
on me about
man.
that since I got here.
Taking it down. All right, so Miss VA, what you got going on for the rest of the year, man? What else we dropping? You just
It's
dropped Grits.
always up, Buttercup. Just dropped Grits. That was Look Mom No Hook as well as Grits together.
Okay.
Pipe was released. I Want a King was released.
Can I answer one for you?
Can you?
Because me and you got a song together.
We got a song together too.
And she booked me for the Fashion Flow Fest. So we
Yes.
did a show together. I gave her a free feature because she booked me. And now she done booked me again. And now we finna shoot the video. So we got some music coming soon.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Gritted coming soon, releasing 7-Eleven. It's gonna be a movie. And matter of fact, this is an opportunity for all artists, vendors, producers. We're looking for podcasters, media, models, all that jazz. You can go to MySSVAONE.com to register for the Fashion Flow Fest. Artists, there's opportunities for you to perform. You'll get content with it. Special access to a lot of different things. It's gonna be dope. Youth event, People's Power Panel.
And this
festival.
July, though,
It's
right?
like
She's bringing a
July
festival
9th through the 13th.
to
July
Omaha,
9th.
Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska.
This has never been done.
Yeah.
She's bringing a festival. It's multiple days. It's like South by Southwest in Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska.
This has never been done.
They got things, going on, but nothing like this.
This has never. She gonna be humble, so I gotta pop it for her.
Yeah.
This has never been done.
It's folks coming from Atlanta, folks coming from Texas,
Myk
folks
Fresh
coming
coming.
from New Orleans, folks coming from out. Know what I'm
Myk
saying?
Fresh coming.
So
Dame Dozha's coming.
yeah, I'm coming.
DJ Decepticon's coming.
Coming.
I mean, coming. I mean,
Kids
Keith Bro.
Pimpin' Ken coming.
Pimpin' King coming.
Vado coming.
Vado's coming. I'm hoping James Gray could come too. I'm wanting to connect him with the politicians too because
Well,
it's about the community too. So,
Are you still getting the registrations?
You said what was that?
I'm saying you still getting the registrations, and we still
We still registering for that. Got the all around fashion show that's coming up to June 1st. That's going to be actually on the 3-year anniversary that I've been open as the first curl focused salon in the state of Nebraska. I've been a curl specialist for over 10 years now.
Okay.
And I
Pop it,
established Nebraska's first curl focused salon. So we'll be celebrating 3 years
Pop
With
it, pop it, pop it.
with the fashion show within the salon, collaborating with visual arts. I'm celebrating my homeboy, Mr. I Got This Art Therapy. He's going to be featured as a highlighted artist, as well as a crochet line by the name of Star that was featured in Omaha Fashion Week. Also, Petavilli is going to be there. He's going to be a feature brand in there with It's Not a Game, DJ Chevy on the ones and twos. Yeah, it's going to be a dope experience. Mocktails, catered experience. It's going to be a dope ambiance. And then, of course, the Fashion Flow Fest. First 420 event, that's going to be happening in Omaha. I'm super excited to be part of that.
You stepping on
That's
the
gonna be
floor,
dope.
man. My neighbors, man.
I
My
mean,
neighbors.
fuck the neighbors right now. Because, it's going down, no Pound Town, Old Town, middle of the map, Magic Baby, Miss VA all day. So I'm super grateful. Thank you, Myk Fresh, for this opportunity. Like, you were just like a dope individual. And I don't get too many opportunities where I can tell you in person, like face to face, where it's just like, you're just so dope.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
This turned into something. I appreciate you, Miss
yes.
VA, because I didn't have this planned, and you made all this happen right here. This was a great conversation, and
Divine. It was
right.
all divine.
And I appreciate y'all patience and y'all insight, man. Definitely, man. I appreciate y'all preference, man.
I'm grateful for your preference, Dame Dozha, and your
For
dope.
your preference,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yes.
You know, it is
Man.
what it is, man. It's been one of them days, man. For me, I ain't gonna front, but at the same time, my preference is just to live my truth and just what you see is what you get. But at the same time, if I may tell you what it is, but I may tell you some, hey man, it's not going great. But I'm gonna tell you with a straight face because we gonna get through it.
Gonna get through it.
It ain't shit. It is what it is. Whether we have to make it a 5-minute part or a whole hour, I'm saying it's gonna be impactful. We gonna make it do it what it do. But we gonna have to plan and execute.
Gonna make it do what it do,
Yeah.
baby.
And dream about it every day, cause
Every day.
you got to be careful what you dream about too, man. You got to be careful about what you want, man. You got to be careful about what you manifest and what you bring into your life, cause
Yes.
Yeah, because you're going to get it. And it's
Not
going to
all
come with
seeds
some
are
stuff
good.
that you don't want.
yeah. And are you sure you want it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So get out there, man, and do it. I hope everybody took something from this conversation, man. I appreciate y'all. We definitely gonna run it back. I think we're gonna have to run it back
We're
at
going
the
to make
Fashion
this a
Fest.
thing, man. Every time I come
Yes,
back.
most
Every
definitely.
time I
Bring
come
all the
back to Atlanta,
equipment.
I'm going to come see you. We're going to make
Hey,
that a thing.
I appreciate that. I
I'm
appreciate
going to add you
that,
to the
man.
stop list, man.
I appreciate that, and that's what I'm here doing, man. So yeah, it's Dozha Tolja, Miss VA from Nebraska.
Wow.
My boy from Dallas and New Orleans,
Bow,
man.
Bow, bow.
Myk
bow.
Fresh, and Eddie Kane in the back.
Yeah.
With
He-
the tool. He in the background with the tool, but don't make them use it, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man. But yeah, love, peace, and prosperity, man. It's always an interesting conversation with the passionate Miss VA. I'm telling you, man. I really appreciate your passion, and I feel like you should damn near be doing something in politics, like in the next 10 or something like that.
It's so funny
Like, get
because I've been
involved,
told
'cause-
to run for legislator.
Yeah, like you got to run for city council or
And
something.
but
Queen.
I be liking to smoke weed, and I like to twerk in public, and I like to talk about a lot of explicit shit.
Yeah,
And
it's coming though.
to have to combat the energy that people put out when you're being your authentic self when you get into politics. I'm not up for the tricks because I'll cut your motherfucker.
Police when she getting that
I don't want
world.
that shit. So I'd rather be a, you know what I'm saying, a Macalina X out here.
Keep leading, Queen. Keep leading,
Yes.
Queen. And we got your back right here.
But we'll see. Maybe when I become a grandmother or have grandkids and settle down, maybe I might run for legislator. We'll see.
So it's Miss VA ONE.com.
Yes, one ONE. Yeah.
You can get all the information about the Fashion Fest coming in this summer. It's going to be an event. You don't want to miss it. All surrounding states and more. Nebraska. No saying let's turn up. And then she got the music, and we got I Want a King.
I want a
just
king.
don't like saying the word, but hey,
Because guess what? I don't need a king. I would like to have one, but that's not my need right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to get me to the point where I feel like I need you.
We'll make a remix
You know what I'm
that
saying?
you can jam, man.
Until I feel like that,
Yeah.
like
Let you jam.
Yeah, cause
so you gonna come with
I am
that's
a
what we
king.
gonna do.
I am a
But yeah,
king.
I am a king. So you got some more homework. That was an assignment, sir.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
I gotta cook up some more homework assignments.
Cook them grits.
and I'm
Cooking
coming
them
back to
grits,
this music
cooking them
thing. So I would like to get you some records, man, and get something with you, man, because we're gonna turn this shit up like Khaled. I really be on that production shit, but I feel like I gotta give a voice in this media shit, man, too. So we doing what we do, and I appreciate y'all.
Man, appreciate you, man.
Grateful for you, sir.
Thank you, everybody in the room, man. Y'all kept it cool, and y'all had great patience, man. Shout out to y'all too, man. And shout out to DOZHATOLDYA.COM. Shout out to Pimpin' Ken. Shout out to the whole HHF.
HHF.
Yeah. So I hope to be invited back. I should have been a little bit more social, but you'll help me out next time. Shout out to Red in the background with the insight. Shout out to Atlanta, Dallas, Nebraska, Duval, Florida, all over, man. I appreciate everybody.
Shout out to Rose. Shout out to the Next Vision Street team.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my people that have supported me, the people who like, who comment, who share. Thanks for everybody who shows up, every venue that open up the doors, allow me to do my thing for free or even for a fee. Every DJ that rock with me, everybody that play my shit, everybody that spin my shit, everybody that want to feature with me. Oh my gosh, Myk Fresh, thank you. Shout out to you, Dame Dozha. Y'all rock with me every time. Shout out to ATL. ATL ain't nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? So grateful. Thank you, everybody. Love y'all. And my babies, most definitely.
We out. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dame Dozha. If you're looking to get your interview done or be a guest host on our podcast, hit us up at DOZHATOLDYA.COM. Bump what you heard. Remember who told you? It's Dozha Told You.